This is the trade recap for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. We had, I'm going to try to move back to price action here. Okay. So this was the trade. Start off with news. We had ADP, non-farm employment change this morning at 8:15, and I was low-key, honestly, is like, if price freaks out, say like price like jumps in like a bunch of directions, say it wicks out a big area or something like that, then I don't think I'll trade. But all news was just this blue candle right here, this expansion candle up. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's nothing. So price came up and took out these 15-minute highs here. I'm marking on the red line just to see if it shows better on the camera. But price swept out those 15-minute highs right before market open. Price fell, came down to these 15-minute lows or hourly lows. I'll be real, these are hourly lows. Yeah, these are hourly lows. Came down to those hourly lows. And I was like, all right, bet. And then price just rallied off that shit. Right, price just ripski up here, filling in this 1 minute for value gap, and then I was looking for like longs, obviously. So came up, swept out hourly liquidity, came up and filled within this 1 minute for value gap. Made a small 1 minute SMT divergence. I'll show you this on NASDAQ. If I can find it. So from 9:55 to 10 o'clock, same scenario. From 9:55 to 10 o'clock, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So now we have a hourly sweep. We have obviously a breaker structure, and then we have a 1 minute SMT divergence to the upside as well. So I was definitely looking for, this is annoying, definitely looking for longs at this point. And then there we go. Price pretty much came up and what did I say? Oh, okay. So price came within this fair value gap and got a giant expansion candle off of that, and I was like, bruh. So I honestly waited for a retracement, and we came down and made this 1 minute for a value gap. I'm gonna take this one and delete it because no, what happened? Oh, that was equilibrium. Hold on, I'll get to that in a second. That was equilibrium. I want to get rid of this. There we go. All right, because I thought that price might draw. Okay, so after this fill this fair value gap, before this expansion candle even happened, I thought price might come down into this fair value gap and then move higher. That's why I had an equilibrium marked out, but obviously price didn't do that. So, but after it made this huge expansion candle to the upside, I'm like, okay, let's look for a fair value gap. Fair value gap was made. Price came down, retraced into this perfectly, and I was watching this candle here. I was watching this kind of doji candle, whatever you want to call it. I said that if this candle closes above, this is a 5 minute candle too, wasn't it? No, it wasn't that extreme. It was definitely a 1 minute candle though. But yeah, I said if price closes above, damn, this is annoying. You have to go all the way back. I can't just like fly back to where you were. They should update that. TradingView, if you ever watch these videos, make it to where you can like go back to where you were. Okay. So price came up. Price came down to this fair value gap, hit equilibrium of this fair value gap like spot on, And then the fact that price wicked it out and then closed back above it, wicking it out, that was enough for me to go long because let's see, we have women SMT, 1 hour sweep. Obviously, have a breaker structure as well. At this point in time, I think we also had a 5-minute breaker structure. Yeah, it was of this high right here. Had that breaker structure with that big expansion candle up. So now at this point we had 1 minute break. We had 1 minute SMT, 5-minute breaker structure, 1 hour sweep, also 1 minute breaker structure, and in addition we had a fair value gap, 1 minute fair value gap, retrace, and then close above equilibrium. And I'm like, buy that shit. So I did. And what I was targeting is I was targeting these 5-minute highs up here, and then I was also targeting these 15-minute highs at the very end. These 15-minute highs that hadn't gotten taken out yet. So I went in kind of light with this trade though, because I really wasn't super confident in the setup. But plus because it was ADP news, and there's a lot of more news. There's more news to come tomorrow and on Friday. So I think I'm not gonna trade for the rest of the week. I'm pretty set. But yeah, price ran up to this TP1, closed half my position, and moved stop to break even. And then price really came up and rallied up to that, this area. And I didn't have my order set, like my take profit order. So I saw that price just ran up, and I'm like, man, it's so close. Because back a couple videos ago, I was like, oh, I don't want price to like stop me out again and break even. So I was right there. So price was right there. So I had closed it. Boom, bam, bop. 2.64 RR. Valid trade. If I do say so myself, probably one of the better trades I've taken in a long time. And then price obviously ran up, and then towards PM session kind of moved. I'd say moves kind of sideways, not necessarily, but had a little bit more movement in the afternoon. But yeah, that was the trade recap for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024.